Now joined by Dr. Christine Choe, who is the former Chief Department Psychologist of the Long Beach Police Department.
Dr. Choe, thanks so much for coming in. And these are interesting times, to say the least, that we live in. And what do you think is a good age to have these discussions with children about school shootings and tragedies?
Well, there's never a good time to talk to our children about serious traumas like this. But the American Psychiatric Association recommends under the age of 8 is too young for us to talk to children. They're not quite yet able to process information and traumas like this. So unless the children are directly exposed or they've been exposed to the media and they have questions about it, there's no need for the parents to bring it up to our children under the age of 8.
Well, doctor, as we know today, there are a whole classroom of children between first grade and fourth grade, special needs students as well. So I'm just wondering, depending on the age, let's say this is this group, you would tailor a message specifically for them, for that age group, I imagine. And how do you convey that message, or what should you convey?
Well, first of all, for those that were directly exposed, I understand that there's victim services that was available, that continue to be available through the district attorney's office. And I really encourage the families to take advantage, because sometimes the parents feel like they can, they can protect the children and through love and reassurance that they can get through these tough times. But the mental health professionals that are available through victim services, they're absolutely helpful, and they provide not only the reassurance but the practical tools to get through this tough time.
I have elementary school age kids. My wife and I always debate about when they ask us direct questions, how forthcoming are we supposed to be? Is there a time to fib and or maybe bend the truth a little bit?
Depending on the age and the temperament of the child, the conversation is going to be different. I have a kindergartner, so I have a 6-year-old, and what I tell him is that I have to talk to him in a more general sense than the details of the incidents. And what I tell him is that there are many, many more good people trying to help and do good things than those that are trying to harm us. And the school is very equipped to deal with incidents like this. There are a lot of people, heroes, doctors, police officers, firefighters, teachers, school administrators, adults, who do a great job in trying to take care of us and do positive things. So I try to spin it, balance out the trauma with positive images. Images speak a lot louder. They stick to their brains more than the words that we speak. We can talk to them about all these positive things, but once they see an image in the media that scare them, that's going to stick a lot more than what we say to them. So showing them images of some positive things that can come about and communities coming together, things like that.
All right, I like that advice a lot. Let's try to stay with the positive images as much as you can. Well, Dr. Choe, we want to thank you once again for taking the time to join us today and share your personal insights and professional advice. Always welcome. And we want to ask our viewers to stay with CBS 2 for continuing coverage of the San Bernardino school shooting. We will have more live reports, including one from the site of a planned vigil. That's ahead on CBS 2 News at 6.